no.
No? What's no?
Echo.
Now you're echoing.
Now I'm echoing. No, don't tell me that. Hold on. I could try and fix it. Okay. If I send this here, am I echoing?
Yes.
Okay. How about now?
Yes.
How about now?
So Matt's got you with a nodding.
How about now?
Yes.
How about now?
Yes.
All right. How about now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, still almost worse.
What is happening?
And we got so excited because we thought we fixed it.
We did. All right. How about now?
There we go.
Keep
Try
talking.
again.
Hello. Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Should I test me again, though? Alright, I still don't hear me
an echo
either.
from either of you. We might be good.
Okay. Okay.
Lucas, you try.
Okay, I'm trying. Is it good? Sweet.
Magic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this shit. Ha ha. Found another button. Okay. I figured it out. The whole problem, the entire problem this entire time has been freaking voice mod. We got it. We nailed it. We nailed it, people. Where's Schooly Eye? Schooly Eye! Schooly Eye! I fixed it! I did it all on my own. I didn't need IT or no shit. I did it myself because I'm a grown-ass man who solves grown-ass man problems. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are not here to play Pathfinder. We are here to solve grown-ass man problems that I have managed to do, and I'm very proud of myself, and I want Schooly Eye to be proud of me as well. Schooly Eye! Where are you? Come back. Come back, Schooly Eye. Ah, praise me. There he is. Thought it was on Discord. There, yeah. Aha, yeah. I'm still not hearing praise. I'm hearing, I thought it was something else. Well, it wasn't, Schooly Eye. You know what it wasn't? It wasn't Discord. It was voice mod. That's how we did it. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Yeah. Schooly Eye, I got praise. I got head pats. I'm good. All right, guys. Hey, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead LC Gamer. Welcome to Pathfinder, 2nd edition. Pray for Death, a TTRPG adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing people and this fucking McNugget who is, tired. We are going to be playing in an action-paced adventure in which these people, who are a group of assassins, undergo a series of doing the thing they do best: murdering people for money. Joining me today are these people who support the channel, help me continue growing, keep the lights on here, and just again have a great time with us. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Folks at home.
Hello.
Well, today we're going to kick off with our 2nd episode of Pray for Death, which is also technically our 1st episode because Pray for Death is an adventure module that is already pre-written, and it covers a very high-level adventure in which our heroes take part in the adventures which led to the events of God's reign in the world of Galarian. It's a fun, cool, awesome adventure, but more on that in just a moment, because we are going to start by telling you a little bit about our sponsors. We have a group of individuals that allow us to keep looking cool and doing awesome stuff, so we just want to take a moment to give them some props, starting with none other than Hero Forge for the amazing artwork you can see on screen here. It also covers my players who are not on camera so that you can see when and how they're talking if you need to. But if you are, of course, one of the people who play in person in the meat space, you can have those models 3D printed and sent to you at home. These high-quality plastic resin ones are just absolutely to die for. But if you're not into the plastic resin, they also have the flat pack acrylic 2D ones, which honestly I actually really quite enjoy. And yeah, they're very, very good quality as well. So there you go. We also have our next sponsor, which is, of course, Sirenscape, for the wonderful sound effects you will hear during the course of the game. Sound effects such as the sound of a basilisk roaring in anger. Oh, dang. Okay, there you go. Or perhaps maybe we need the lightning breath of a Bahir charging up and firing at our group. But maybe it's not a sound effect that we need. Maybe we need some really chilling music to indicate the arrival of some great and powerful evil as it begins to encroach upon our adventurers. Whatever you need, Sirenscape's got you covered with a whole bunch of different sound effects that bring your game to life. So go check it out. It's a lot of fun. And now that it's working again, I'm very happy that I can share it with my players. So yay! So there we go. Sound effects are louder than me talking. Oops, my bad. My bad. But, I mean, hey, that just goes to show how good they are. Maybe. I don't know. Some calm music to lull the players into a false sense of security. Oh yeah, absolutely. Music makes a scene, and if you play the right one, it's just great. And lastly, we have Fantasy Grounds, which is our VTT of choice. You can see behind me all the maps, all the dice, all the stuff that manages my character's sheets, and the abilities that they can use is done using an amazing bit of software called Fantasy Grounds, which is just filled with a whole bunch of cool stuff. And if you buy stuff from Fantasy Grounds, you may use the affiliate code, in order to give DAG a little kickback. In addition, at the moment, I think they've still got their sale on for Christmas. They've got like the discounted rate on the Ultimate license, so it's like less than $30. You can go grab it, and it's better to have and not need than need to not have. Just saying, putting it out there. All right. Well, I'm going to go get a beverage because solving long-term tech problems works up a sweat. But in the meantime, I'm going to allow my players to introduce themselves to you, as well as the characters that they're going to play, because honestly, they're the stars of the show here, not me. So let's start with none other than our wonderful and amazing friend, Calendria.
Hello. I play Kara. She is a half-orc champion of Achakek. I'm gonna mispronounce his name until the end of time, I'm sure. Believes in strength equals power, and these people with her equal awesome. And also, money for killing.
That was a great introduction. I love it. Hello, I'm Lucas, Mr. Game and Art. I play Rondek. He is a hobgoblin bomber, and he's great. I love him already. He's very he's got two sides to him. There's the manic in combat, loves to test his inventions, and then behind the scenes he's very introspective when he's working. So I'm really looking forward to getting into him and exploring his character more.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play the character Balsam, a very friendly, charming individual who looks absolutely terrifying. But don't you worry, he will make sure that your passing into the next world is as smooth as possible.
How do you follow that one? I'm Steve, Cookie Mon Steve. I don't have a channel. I'm just here to play and figure out how my elf ranger is not going to die right away. But
Amazing.
that's about it.
Yeah, amazing. I love that. Cool. Well, guys, these amazing people are about to embark on a very, very cool and epic adventure. That's weird. I will try to boost up their volume. Can I get another sound check from everyone, please? Just super quick, just so I can measure my levels.
Sure.
Yeah, no, you guys are fine on my end.
Right.
That's weird. Okay, hold on one sec. I will try to boost them up a little.
Is it everybody or just us?
Yeah, is it anyone in particular, or is it just like, yeah, just let us know. It looks on my end like everything's like pretty good. It's like more. Oh, just me. Oh, okay. Yep. Cool. All right, I have fixed it. Okay, cool. All right, well, without any further ado, guys, we have one last person to thank before we start today's episode, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing audience members. Guys, thank you so much for being here, for being a part of the show, for allowing us to do all these cool, wacky, and amazing things. So we invite you to come behind the GM screen in order to play and have a bit of fun with us. First of all, if anyone who's watching just chilling and casual, you guys will earn channel points from watching, and in doing so, those channel points can be used to buy a bunch of different stuff. You can buy inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, tons and tons of cool stuff. So yeah, like, go check that out. But for those of you with some disposable income that wants to help Dag with his Dagmas present, which is a really cool board game that he's been hankering over for about a year, then there are some monetary rewards that'll help Dag out here. First of all, just by watching for the $5 donation, you can donate to give one of these little red marks to a player of your choice, or a purple mark to me. The red mark is a hero point that can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. The purple mark is a jinx point that can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, God, I gotta get my things right. For $10, you can donate to draw from one of two decks of cards. The first deck is a deck of heroic actions, which is a special one-shot action that you will give a player of your choice, plus an extra hero point. In addition, you can, instead of that, you can, however, use the $10 donation to donate for a story prompt, or a flashback. These are kind of like cards that have a bunch of really cool ideas and prompts on them, which I try to incorporate into the game as we are playing. Keeps me on my toes as a GM, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah. For $20, you can donate to give someone a coveted golden natural 20, which counts as a natural 20, because that's what it is. And 20s are fucking awesome in this game. They are often the break between life and death. So yeah. Then we have the $50 donation, which is a magic item for a player of your choosing. This can be a homebrew item you design. You can ask me to design an item, or you can give a player something from their wish list. So it's a great gift and doesn't count towards our group's overall wealth gain. So it is a pure extra bit of kit that they will get. And then lastly, instead of the $50 donation for a benefit, you can also use that $50 to make things more complicated for the players. A major complication. The boss gets harder, the terrain gets more difficult, the antes are increased, there are extra parameters to victory, a whole bunch of different things. It is a major boost to the battle mechanic as it goes. And lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item, which of course is a massive donation that changes the scope of what my players do, what they have accessible, how they go about it. Today, the $100 secret menu item. Given we are at the start of the game, and our heroes haven't really done a great deal, I will make the $100 secret menu item just something basic as to not take away from the adventure, but to instead add something that I know a lot of my other tables do have, and eventually we do come around to, doing this and meeting this person. But the $100 secret menu item will be the addition of Bad Ham to this adventure. Bad Ham is a halfling curse magic item seller who serves as a wandering cleric, a wandering healer, as well as a store if my players are having trouble finding time to go purchase things. However, he is also an avid worshiper and practicing practitioner. That's the word. And a practicing practitioner of the goddess Calistria, the god of betrayal, lust, and trickery. He prides himself on doing some chaotic ass shit, like he has a bag of healing marbles, which you pop one in your mouth. It's like a gumball and it heals you, but he also mixes in, a few harm gumballs in there, and it's a lucky draw. And yeah, every now and then he might help you. Also, he might betray you, because that is his thing. So yeah. Also, he hates Neil's characters. So yeah. The $100 secret menu item will be the addition of Bad Ham to the adventure. Now, we have some people to thank really quickly and a donation to process. So, first of all, Jazz, you crazy, lovely, amazing little bean, you. Thank you so much for the gifted subs to the dinner and the game, Kethra Moonsea, Shafla. I'm so sorry. Falafel. I'm not. Yeah, okay, that's right. Rainshine and Rev J, thank you so much for the amazing and wonderful donations to their subscriptions. Please enjoy your channel points and your new emotes. A thank you to the Eldritch Scribe and their raiders who managed to live through all of the promo stuff. I hope your game went well, and it's great to see you. Please relax, unwind. We're at the start of an adventure, so not much to catch up on other than these guys are assassins and what they've already told you. But yeah, enjoy. And then we have a $40 donation from the wonderful and incredible Schooly Eye, which is for...
Plot twists, I think they were.
Oh, piss off. Really? No.
Well, it does sound about right.
Yeah, 4 plot twists. Yep, one for each player.
One for each player?
He loves doing that to you. Yeah, that's why it was 4.
Did he Wait, but did he actually use the words one for each player?
No, he claimed that he rolled a d4 and got a 4.
Oh, okay, very well. All right. 4 plot twists.
It says your Twitch dice have said a plot for each player. 4 plots.
Oh.
Cue evil laugh.
Well, if he said a
Uh-oh.
plot for each player, then it's a plot for each player, I guess.
Oh, there we
Come
go.
back in just a second.
Okay. Well, now that I'm juiced up, I'm going to draw a card. Oh, here we go. So, Kalu, your plot twist is a revelation. So Kalu needs to have a revelation by the end of today's game. Balsam is going to share in a collective memory, something that
I
is
like that.
that's going to connect you and multiple people. Then Rondak is going to have a cherished gift.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
It does. And do we have a Callie?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. Callie is gonna save the day.
Oh shit.
Our fearless leader.
Fearless leader. All right, there we go. Jesus, how the hell am I gonna fucking do this? Okay, yeah, let's do it. I mean, I am always up for a challenge. Not only are these plot twists, but these plot twists are now allocated to individual players. And we've gone over time. So, we're going to kick off in today's game. Starting at the beginning of this adventure. So, without any further ado. Once I get the music going. Okay, here we go. Our adventure begins in the lands of Galarian. Originally, I would say that this adventure would start on the Menetongi Islands, where the Red Mantis, a group of zealotous assassins, launched their campaigns out into the world, being hired to perform acts of, well, assassination, murder, and to sow discord. They do, however, follow strict adherence to the Code of Akachek. Contracts must be fulfilled to their completion. That true rulers and those of true rights to power cannot be slain. These are but some of the mandates that separate Red Mantis from regular assassins. However, we do not find ourselves here on the island, but further north amongst the Arctic winds, the cold snow, far to the north. We are in the realm of the Mammoth Lords, an icy tundra ruled by barbarians and the like, where Vikings known as the Ulfin often carve places for their own settlements, where trolls and witches alike wander through the forests. Here, our heroes have a contract. They seek to enter a fortress known as the Crownhold in order to kill a man who apparently is trying to stage a coup against the true owner of the fortress. This individual, his name is Orduf Bladecaller. Our heroes ride up to a friend, and have been. Wait, did we do the was that a side quest, or did we actually do that live? The getting transportation.
It was a side quest.
That was a side quest. Cool. Never mind. We did a side quest last week just to kind of like have a bit of fun. Cool. Well, the side quest did indeed happen. Ha ha ha. And our heroes were transported via teleportation scroll from their various jobs around Galarian into this cold and frigid place. A small halfway house, simply called the Polar Bear's Hangnail, that lies at the outskirts of the Crownhold, is where our heroes currently gather to discuss what it is they're going to do in order to infiltrate the Crownhold and claim their target. All right. The smell of honeyed mead and roast pork permeates through the air. The sounds of the tavern walla glide across the open planned eating area that is here. And you all find yourself comforted by some warm food and drink. The scene is yours. What would you like to do?
Where are we relative to where we need to get? Like, are we in a nearby town? Are we days away?
You're in a halfway house, so less than a day's travel.
Okay. I would sort of, Kara would sort of incline her head towards Kailu. I assume that you are listening out for anything important in the room.
That I am. Not hearing anything so far. However, that would be something that I would do. So that's probably a perception type thing. I don't know.
Nope, because you don't need to.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah. So I mean, amongst other things, yeah, I'm listening for it. I'm a whisper elf, so that actually is something theoretically I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also listening to the table talk and going, what are we? So, how are we going to find him?
Balsam takes a sip from his drink via a swirly straw, so that he can actually drink with his mask remaining on. I think the easiest way, my friend, would be to go into and perhaps knock on the door of the fortress, I guess. We can always give ourselves the perceived appearance of performers, actors. Looks at Rondak, maybe even as kitchen hands, I guess, maybe.
You don't think I could be a performer, an actor? You don't think I've got what it takes?
Oh no, I'm sure you have excellent value as a performing artist. But we always have to start small and build our way up. I believe the role that you are best apt for is perhaps a servant in this particular production.
Gee, thanks.
A very difficult task, because you must be everywhere at once, and I'm pretty sure you are the person to be able to do it, my friend.
Hoping you
I
get
can
to
do
blow
that.
up the kitchen. Do you get to blow up the kitchen?
I certainly hope so.
Always makes a good distraction.
My dear Carl, do we have perhaps a map of the area?
That's a fine question.
Kalo, as you dig through your bag, you do indeed find a map. Now, as you know, it is not common practice for people to lay out the floor plan of their impenetrable fortresses and deal them out to the public. But what you do have is a rudimentary map that indicates a place not far, in fact, just outside of the fortress, the place where they would likely stock, get supplies, on their time off when they're not working at the thing. Most of the guards and things would live in this small town. It's known as Glacier's Rest.
So here's the map that we've got in the bag. Looks like people are living in the there's a small town there that people are at. Do we want to go there? We would probably want to go there first.
Anyone who
Set
would
up.
like to can make a knowledge check. This is a society check, or if you have an appropriate knowledge. Otherwise, if you want to, while you are at this halfway place, you may use a socialized check, such as diplomacy or intimidation, to try and gain more information about the town.
I assume Underworld would be a no-no.
No, Underworld wouldn't be.
Belsham will perhaps mingle and talk with you there.
Sure.
Yeah, Kara would try to, we'll say brusquely, intimidate. She'd want to intimidate,
Coerce.
but not
Coerce
like
is the,
not like you will tell me. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
I
thankfully,
had too much drink.
Thankfully, no critical fumbles, but here is what you do learn. So, you learn that Glacial's Rest is a relatively large but remote town. It should make an excellent place to begin your work, planning an infiltration. As with all Red Mantis missions, it's important to not reveal your affiliation with the Red Mantis here. Don't wear armor, and don't carry your weapons which would betray your identity or your purpose. The fortress is, as Kailu mentioned, a place where many of the guards are on rest and respite, which means that even the regular populace, if they're not dressed in uniform, may still give the game away if you are too obvious. You also learn of one of the notable locations. Let's see. Roll me a D4, please. 5. Roll me a D6.
Who?
Anyone, everyone, do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you said everyone, so I went.
Yep. Good. Okay, 3, 1. One more. Who didn't roll? Okay. Sensible Science, a local apothecary, an alchemist shop. Ein's Snowspeaker, a Rhymesoul Undine alchemist, runs this place. A lot of people believe that she might be a Jadwija spy, which is one of the Winter Witches, like noble kind of people. At the very least, a good place to get things that you need, potentially for Nesmit's poisons, or some healing potions if you require them. That's your intel that you gather. As for one other location you learn, what do we have? 1, 3, and a 5. So Okay. You know of the Crownhold Warehouse. As merchants come into town, they deposit goods for the Crownhold in a place that is a effective designated warehouse for the fortress. It is under the care of Cranold Bergen, a dwarven prospector. Rumor has it that he lost his fortune searching for adamantine in the Stormspear Mountain, and now is only the warehouse custodian until he saves up enough money to launch another expedition to the unforgiving north. He often makes deliveries to Crownhold once a week, once all the merchants have arrived, done their sales, and all the purchase orders are placed in the warehouse.
Okay.
All right, that is what you've learned through your successes, exploring, and your knowledges.
So weekly delivery to the hold. Should we perhaps try and either work on it or take it over?
Well, that is a rather good plan, my friend. However, I feel like we should actually see the town ourselves before we start making any major plans. Kara, what would you recommend?
Well, this alchemy shop, I feel, would be good for at least some of our members, and as we all know, coin does make the world go round. So if we're actually exchanging, goods for gold, we may be able to find more information there as well.
Also true.
Rondak, do you need some supplies?
Oh, I'm always happy to visit a new shop. Look for any possible supplies to help amplify my inventions.
I wonder if they have any runes. Can always use a new rune.
All right.
And that will get us closer to the warehouse that we're looking at as well. So, as Balsam pointed out, if we're in the area, it'll make things easier as well.
Tis true indeed. Kylo, you think for a moment, and as you do so, you realize something. This town, this place is supposed to be filled with guards and soldiers from the keep. One of the things you could potentially do, as you have this revelation, is you could also likely go find and stalk a potential victim who works in the fortress and acquire the clothes and garbs of soldiers from the Crownhold itself. Wouldn't take much. Break in at night, steal the clothes, leave without anyone noticing. Or you could smother and kill people, but that's very lowbrow as far as the Red Mantis are concerned. It's not that they're against killing or that they won't. It's that it's more of a statement of like, oh, that was a very messy job.
It's true. We don't want to get people annoyed at us for unnecessary murders. And I'm thinking of our boss. So it certainly would be a possibility to infiltrate via delivery or perhaps steal uniforms. We should, as you said, Balsam, we should take a look and see what they use for passes. That would be worth knowing. So,
Yes. Before we start our production, we should make sure that our set is well stocked.
I'm going to put a timer here real quick, a little itty bitty timeout, only because, and I want to say this, only because again, I want to point this out, I do not take time to tell people how to roleplay, but if things are expressed, I always do and check in. Now Matt, With Balsam, were we going with Balsam being like super happy, super friendly, super chipper, and that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when we talk like this, in
Yeah,
order
sorry.
to
Sorry.
go and be
Sorry. I
as
thought we were trying to be
dramatic
quiet in this tavern.
yes, but quiet doesn't necessarily need to be.
No, I can
so-
speak much more
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. It's like, yeah. Look, I think you know what I mean. Like you could easily it's so much it's the cadence so much than it is the volume. So if you're really excited, it's about trying to keep upbeat, trying to talk like you're really excited about this thing. Like, oh, like yeah, look, hey, if we're in town, maybe there's like some shops we can go visit. I think it'll be really good for us to get some supplies. Maybe even how cool would it be if we had like a calling card or something? I mean, I know we always kill them and leave like, the sawtooth saber marks and stuff. But what if, like we had like a blood red card or something, get them printed out and like handed out to each of us. That way they know which assassin did it. And maybe we could even have a bit of a contest, huh? See who gets there first. Like you can do that with the thing. Anyway, apologies. Like I said, I did want to take a pause because I know you've expressed to me how you wish Balsam to come across.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to take a moment to be like, hey, let's you can.
Yeah. But I thought we were trying to be quiet, so I've been trying to be quiet.
Yeah, and that's true. Also, stage whisper means you can be quite loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I know you know. I know you know these things. That's why I'm like, eh. Okay, let's keep going. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay.
So we're gonna go?
You leave.
Only because I don't. Yeah, is it nighttime, daytime right now?
No, you can leave now. Like I said, I didn't want you to get to the town yet, because obviously if you do fuck up for whatever reason, you're not gonna give away your only chance to gain information and yada yada yada. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So.
Actually, before we head off, it's perhaps a good idea to make sure that we're well stocked. We have stuff for like winter gear, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Traveling up.
packed prepared.
Yeah, traveling up here, you've already
I
got
brought some stuff from. I already brought some stuff, but you guys, how are you guys looking? Do you guys have like cloaks? Do you have like warm blankets?
To reiterate to Matt, as discussed in our previous game, you are all very prepared because you are not at the entrance to the realm of the Mammoth Lords. You are dead center in the middle of it, heading to the northernmost fortress. So yes, you, by this stage, unless you have already died of hypothermia, are very well stocked for your own adventure at level 14 with your characters. But I appreciate the sentiment of caring about your other fellow characters' comfort. As our heroes, as these people manage to finish off their warm meals, their food, they gather and manage to procure some horses. Well, horses is a very loose statement. It is actually a team of very, very large-looking, like kind of woolen deer that they have now acquired to ride, and begin their journey northward. As mentioned, the travel is long, but it is not unpleasant. You've done jobs like this before. The biting cold, the frigid winds, and despite your winter coats and stuff like that, you always feel a little naked without your signature reds. But understanding all too clearly that this is that dip, the slide into the job. Each of you have a favorite aspect to this job, whether it's stalking your target, casing a joint, that satisfying look as their eyes leave, like the light of their eyes leave when you successfully performed your assassination. I would like to go around the circle while you are traveling to ask, what is your character's favorite thing about assassination? Let us start with our group leader, Clara.
Though I do enjoy the light leaving their eyes, I would most definitely have to say that Kara's favorite is hearing the whispers in the towns nearby afterwards about how nobody saw anything happen, but it's the feared Red Mantis assassins, that the name is known, even if the individual isn't.
Rundak, what about you?
Rondek's favorite part is probably creating the perfect distraction, right? Blowing up just the right spot, watching the way the flames dance as everyone rushes about in the ensuing chaos to try to figure out exactly what's happening.
Nice, nice. Balsam?
Getting to know the target, getting to see what they do on their day-to-day life, seeing how close Balsam can get to the target.
Okay, okay. And Kailu?
My favorite part is the hunt and the travel to get to the hunt. So Kyle is very much enjoying his part at this point, and because this is leading into the mark.
All right. You all feel that telltale sense of going into that business mode, that you ready mode, but each of you have this collective memory of those active bits of your mind that you look forward to on a mission. I'm trying, okay? Give me Thank you. All right. 2 plot downs, 2 to go. So, an icy wind blows across the open tundra south of the town of Glacial's Rest, which crouches atop an up-thrust encampment of stone which looms 100 foot above the surrounding plains. To the north stands the formidable Stormspear Mountain, while a treacherous-looking trail consisting of 3 switchbacks ascends the ridge to the town from the trade post, protecting it from the winds. The town itself is bordered by further defenses, palisades of pine that block the frigid weather from denying the that block the weather from destroying the town, at the same time denying the townsfolk any kind of peaceful view over the southern tundra, further accenting the dominance of the mountains to the north. Clusters of log cabins, alehouses, trading posts, and storehouses huddle together here in this small little town. And when I say small town, it's like got a population of like 1,700 people. In the center is the massive longhouse with ribbons of smoke which reach through what looks to be holes in the sides of the town's largest building and stretch, twisting like ribbons into the sky. A single track winds, not winds. Duh. A single track winds from the north of the town to the mountains, the only indication that this settlement is not the last bastion against the frigid weather, which is the one that you're taking to come into town. Okay. You have just arrived. Words do be hard.
So, Kara, should we find a place to stay?
What time of day is it?
I'd say it'd be getting pretty late.
Yeah, we should find somewhere to rest. I air quoted, which you guys can't see. Listen in a little more closely to the locals, and then we can start our movement tomorrow.
It'll be good. This place has a lot of potential. I'm looking forward to see what this place offers us. Like, think of all the jobs. Like, we'll be able to go snow plowing, like get the big shovels and start plowing out snow. We'll be able to maybe cut some timber, that sort of thing. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. Anyways.
There is a bunch of people around us, right?
Yeah. You're in the
Yeah.
streets. There are people.
I like it. Kara's just like, oh god, but understands. Yes. Uh, Kara will lead the way towards. I hope we know where we can tell where an inn might be.
Yes, you can indeed see what looks to be a traveler's waypoint to rest. It is the Frosty Stein. As you park your large deer here, you are met by a human male. He's not a Viking or anything like that. He is quite skinny and scrawny for someone who is of the north. His name, ironically, however, is Gundar Icebreaker. And, yeah, he doesn't have anything extravagant in terms of food and drink or accommodation, but he welcomes you warmly and says, travelers, it's good to see people coming up, exploring the far north. What brings you to town?
Hello, my friend. We've been traveling for some time. We're a local band of mercenaries looking to try a hand at, well, anything that comes our way. I'm afraid we've been traveling for some time. We're hoping your town has some sort of misfortune or any odd jobs that you'd like to be taken care of.
Oh, Glacial's Rest? I don't know. It's pretty peaceful around here. Not much in the way of adventure work. Let me see.
I say this out of character. Any missing dogs?
Well, we can always hunt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always plenty of game, but no, unfortunately, yeah, no, we don't have much in the way of needs here. It's a very small town, and not much comes around here. There was a large kind of beasties that kind of lurk in the winterlands, but you know the palisades around the town keep us pretty safe here. So, and then of course there's the fortress, which also kind of deters people from messing around with us too much.
We did see that on our way in. That
Hard
looks
to
like
miss.
a very impressive structure.
Yes, the Crown Hold. Very impressive indeed. A lot of the folks around here have either worked there or have folks who work there.
Maybe they could use an extra pair of hands.
Them? Oh, they don't really take in auditions from out and around the place. But you're welcome to try, of course.
Well, in any case, I think this will be a good place for us to rest for a couple of days, maybe a week or so, if that's all right, my friend.
Of course. I'll make all the arrangements. He takes from you, what, you said a week?
Well, maybe, depending on if we find anything.
Yeah, he'll charge you about, I'll just say it'll be 6 silver for the 6 of you.
I'll give him 7.
Sure. He'll take them and give you keys for your rooms, guide you upstairs, and yeah, as I said, the rooms aren't bad. They are just very humble and very Spartan. You've got plenty of time, so gathering in one room, our heroes decide where to go from here. Now, you've done a ton of different jobs in the past, so I'm going to give you guys some of the options that are available to you as far as your infiltration plans go. So here are the following. First of all, learn more about the town. I'm sure there's more one can learn in regards to infiltration. Secondly, you know nothing about your target. Learning about your target is definitely going to help you in the long term in terms of knowing who you are facing, what you are dealing with, and more importantly, how to kill him. There is the ability to potentially establish or set up a distraction. There is also the ability to observe and spy in the movements and formations of those who are within the Crown Hold themselves. And lastly, you recall there was mention of that merchant who has been sneaking and he has been moving supplies into the Crown Hold once per week, and you could potentially sneak or infiltrate said Sid shipment. Apologies. Here we go.
That's the Crandall Burgeon, that one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
All right. Discuss the plan. I'm gonna go to the bathroom super quick. But yes, do the plan. Talk the things. Okay.
I think it's easy for us to. Oh, there's this giant fortress. Everyone's gonna be helping them and take up arms or expect them to do everything. So I do think that getting to learn about the area around the fortress is going to be useful as well. Obviously, not just that.
Right, as always, Kara. I think that following and exploring the local area is perhaps the best idea to do, followed closely by making sure we know who our target is.
True. The innkeeper made a comment that basically everybody in the town either works there or is related to someone who works there. So we
Yeah.
probably want to be a little quieter than usual as to
Yes.
what the intention is.
Sorry, out of character question. What's the target's name again? I have it. I have so many names on here.
Ordolf. Ordolf Blade... Blade Caller.
Blade what?
Blade Caller.
Okay.
Ordolf Blade Caller, I believe.
Thank you.
So do we want to split?
We do
And
each have our strengths.
a couple of us scout the area and the stronghold approaches, and a couple deal with the people in the town, or do we want to stick together and more strength in numbers?
Well, if I remember our intel correctly, the merchant that's in charge of the warehouse, he was after adamantium, yes?
That's true. That's as I recall.
Instead of going out and just either kidnapping or killing the poor guy, why don't we just do a favor for a favor? Do a bit of exploration, talk around the area as we do so, look for weaknesses, look for adamantium at the same time. Two birds, one stone.
What would the favor be that he's returning in your scenario?
Maybe he doesn't check one of the boxes. Or maybe 4 or 5, 6 of those boxes.
That's so many boxes. This is assuming that he would be trustworthy at that point, just because we got him some adamantine.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But you know me, always trying to find the good in people.
Silver lining.
You never
yes.
know. He could be completely trustworthy.
Very well could be.
It would certainly be a good excuse to scout the area if we decided that it was a mine, or that we were. If we're not,
What do you think?
if we can't, sorry,
What do you?
if
what
we
do you
can't
think,
be,
Rondell?
if we can't be employed as mercenaries, then perhaps prospecting would be a suitable cover.
Rondak, you're unusually quiet.
I went to the bathroom. I'm back now.
No, Rondak, not Dag.
Rondak.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Ignore me. Carry on.
Rondak's just sitting cross-legged on the floor. He's got a bunch of like metallic scraps and things around him. He's got his tools and he's got something in his lap that he's tinkering with. He's listening, but until you guys get to distraction, he's happy to let y'all do the planning.
We could also learn how it is this gentleman brings all of this gear. I doubt he does it by himself. He may need helpers. If one of his workers were to, say, get sick, someone could fill in.
That might require some very specialized poison.
Nesbit sits there and goes, "Yes, I believe I can accommodate for such a thing. I would need a few extra supplies. I'll go speak with the apothecary and see if I can concoct something. Is there something you would like specifically? Perhaps to render him unconscious? But it would be easier if we simply had all of his organs fail."
I believe the my proposal was more temporary and less, oh, look at this. This guy magically died when these new people showed up.
I see, I see. Let's see. I have a standard potion for this, or I could make it child-sized if it's a halfling or a gnome. You see that he actually has it has on one vial it's got ages 5 and up, and on the other one it's just this slightly smaller test tube.
I like
Do you
it.
have anything that would simulate food poisoning?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely. He then
That might be.
sort of grabs this bread roll that he's been eating like at this place, dips it into some oil and just squeezes it, and what comes out is this clumpy, almost milky yellow green stuff. And then as he holds it, he shakes it a little bit. It's like, this will give anyone food poisoning. No, I'm joking. Your food's fine. I'm just yes, we have just the stuff. It's right here. It's the stuff we've been eating. Num num num.
Well, we'll learn if it works that way, right?
Yeah, true.
So
Just to clarify, my friends, we're to investigate this merchant first up at the warehouse.
If we are choosing to stick together, perhaps. That hasn't been discussed yet.
well, perhaps it would make sense rather than immediately going out prospecting to spend all of us the time in town and get a feel for what is about. In particular, if as our proprietor indicated, if there are people who are working there, we may be able to see how they get in and out. Do they have passes? Are they identified? Are they uniforms? Also, we could be looking for an excuse to either prospect. If we were prospecting initially, we probably would have said that up front. So we need a reason.
That's also another great idea. A great idea.
Balsam, you
Sir.
are always so enthusiastic. It just
Sir.
drives me crazy.
Kylo, as you go out, pitchfork in hand, going to go tap away at stones, how about I go talk around the people and see what I can find about our new friend? Sound good? Good. I like that idea. Great job volunteering, my friend.
Kara, what do you think?
I like Balsam's idea. No.
Done.
Hence Kylo, the actual pick.
Yeah. On
love
deck.
it.
Might be handy to have some explosives. Would you care to accompany me tomorrow?
Sure, I can do that easily enough.
I think we also watch each other's back at the same point.
Of course.
Alright, just so I have the plan laid out, Kylo Rondak, you're going to go talk to the merchant and volunteer to be prospectors, whilst Balsam and Kara goes around and talks to people about our friend Bladecaller. Is that the case?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Well, let it be so.
So,
Probably said Kara.
it's true. All right. So, as Kara gives you your instructions as the leader of the group, the first place you guys head to is Sorry, you said you were going to go talk to the innkeeper? Icebreaker?
No, we're learning
Uh,
about which pair.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Because somebody, I swore I heard someone say you were going to go talk to Icebreaker, and then I was like, but you didn't talk about talking to Icebreaker until the very, very, very end, unless you got the name wrong. Or are you talking...
No, two people going to the merchant
Yep.
to bring stuff in, and then Balsam and Kara going to learn about our target.
Which is Orduf. Oh, all right, sorry. No, I that was my bad. Yep, yep, no, I know what I did. It's fine. Because Orduf's last name is, freaking, what's it? It's,
Was it Blade Cola?
something like that. They all have names.
And they're very good names.
And they're very good names, too. Orduf Blade Collar, yeah. So I thought for some reason, like, you'd said Icebreaker. That was my bad. Okay. So, going to the merchant. Heading over to the eastern wall, you find a series of merchants who have a variety of different stalls. There's a general stall, there's the apothecary. You can see Nesmith sort of veering off to go and go there. But sure enough, you do see this large warehouse booming and teeming with people and activity. And there is a dwarven man who happens to be there who looks out, scowling at pretty much anyone who comes nearby until he sees that they've got wares and materials, and then you see him change his demeanor and start negotiating. His like overall disposition doesn't change, but you do get the impression this individual is kind of like the man about town. You know what I mean?
Mm.
All right. As you approach, you may describe what you do and how you would like to go about it.
Rondak, do you want to lead today or shall I?
I know I usually come across as good with people, and he's going to air quote that, but that is not really my strong suit. So if you want to take the lead, I can sort of hop in where I might be needed.
Fair enough. So, going to wander towards the dwarf and say say hello. Hello, friends. We're new in town and looking to trade. You're mute.
Aye, I can see you're new in town, traveler. But rest assured, takes a lot more than a smile and a wink to be my friend.
My apologies for being forward.
What can I do
did
for
not
you?
mean it anything other than a courtesy. Well, we
Oh,
need
sorry,
to
he
make
does
coin.
introduce himself. He says, my name is... whatever the name I gave you earlier was. My name is...
Cranold Bergen, I believe?
Cranold Bergen. Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Cranold Bergen. What can I do for you?
Well, we find ourselves with less coin than we would prefer. So we're going to have to earn something or find something to trade. Do you happen to know, excuse me, whether this area has minerals and whatnot that you would be interested in purchasing if we were to find some?
Make a trickery roll or a deception check.
Oh, sure. Deception. Da, da, da. Oh, crap.
Let's see. At level 14, your DC to succeed here.
13. Stop it.
Just to clarify, it is 34 is your DC.
Oh, there you go.
So with a
So
19,
missed it by that much.
so with a 19, that is a critical failure.
I
Oh wait, no, you
I
guys.
think I would
Sorry,
like to
sorry, sorry.
hero
Hold on, you
point that.
guys are level
Yeah.
13. My apologies.
Yes.
That calculation was completely wrong. The DC is 33.
I would still like to hero point that.
You'd like to hero point it? Okay, hero point it.
Well, I think that
Can
would
I
be
assist in any way?
Depends on what you say and do.
Huh. I'm just gonna look very capable. I'm gonna stand tall, make it look like I'm very capable at prospecting.
The goal is to sell the fact that you guys aren't short for cash, and that you guys are looking for work. That's the deception. So
Right, and
You-
by prospecting, so I'm trying to convey that I'm good at that.
I think. Oh, sorry. I think you're trying to make yourself worth hiring, versus making it seem like you need a job. Does that make sense?
sure.
All right.
Yeah. So, what would you do to make it seem like you guys needed a job?
Oh man, Rondak would just be very blunt about it. He's like, "Look, I'm gonna level with you. We're pretty much broke. Okay, I'm hungry and I'm tired, and I need a place to stay and a hot meal."
Okay, cool. Yep, I'll count that as an assist for sure. I was actually gonna say it was really funny when you said, "Yeah, I'm gonna level with you. We're here to break into the fortress, murder some guy in there." Okay.
Right.
Now understand, we make
Not gonna be
we,
that forward.
we make a living, right? Just so you know, killing people. So either you can help us, or we're gonna have to start getting some practice in to get good at killing the guy we're after. You know what I mean, friend? Huh? You get what I'm laying down, friend?
I could have gone that route. I'm pretty good at intimidation.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Make a deception roll of yourself, please, Rondak.
Should I be rolling again
No,
since I did burn the hero point?
not yet. But yeah, you
Okay.
you will need to, but we need to do it in
Okay,
order.
35.
Nice, 35. With a 35, you will grant a. And I wish it was better than this. You will grant a +1 to Kylo,
Oh joy.
which is ironic
All right.
because you would have just succeeded if you'd done it on your own. So now Kylo
Right.
gets to reroll.
I like Jazz's idea.
Deception, correct?
Just start sobbing.
Yes.
Ooh.
That is
34.
literally exactly what you needed.
+1.
+1.
So-
Yeah.
Blood.
+1. Okay.
So we're there.
The fellow looks.
Teamwork.
The fellow looks you up and down. He's He's not overly like looking for people, but he says, well, you know, there's always room for a few extra. I don't have any jobs on the mines prospecting, and I don't put people in the mines who I don't trust. But I'm supposed to be doing a shipment in the morning to the Crown Hold. You can help me with some labor work. It should at least cover your tab for the next few days.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. Thank you.
He takes a long draw of his pipe. And you see that I don't regret this decision.
Aye. What time would you like us here?
Third bell. Don't be late.
Won't be.
He continues doing some work. He's basically negotiating funds, and as the merchants come in, they're dragging in the stuff into the warehouse and continuing on.
Okay. Are we seeing anything of interest as they're doing this while we're preparing to walk away?
Nothing of interest, just a lot of boring supplies, that kind of thing. A lot of food, though. I mean, just as in most of what's there is food.
Okay.
All right. Meanwhile, Balsam and Kara, the two of you are trying to find information about Orduf. You go around town and begin talking to people, very casually, very surreptitiously. Intimidate, diplomacy, or society check from each of you, please.
Balsam will do a diplomacy check.
I'd like to think that I will only do intimidation if that failed.
That does succeed. I mean, you can always... Yeah, sure. Okay. That will not succeed. Alright. You learned that Orduf has become one of Gorham's favored priests. He has been granted by Gorham a major boon, and it has been the talk of the town and the talk of Crownhold.
A major boon. That sounds amazing.
Oh, aye. Yes, it does. Not often you get to be neighbors with someone blessed by the divine.
Oh no, absolutely. Is there any word about what this major boon could be?
Sadly, no.
Ah, that's a shame. Like, imagine if it was well known and his legend could be seen throughout the entire area.
It almost sounds as
alas.
if you expect that I knew what it was and that I'm simply not sharing it for some reason. And that you're trying to somehow or another convince me to share information I don't have. It's a very strange way to speak, stranger. But,
Do we
I like you.
I like you.
do we
too.
in Gorham is the god of? Because if so, can you tell me what Gorham is the god of?
Gorham is the
You
god
don't
of
know
warfare.
who the god Gorham is?
I don't know shit. The god of what?
Well, for our lovely audience members, let's tell you a little bit about Gorham. Now, I saw Matt was about to chime in, and I'm happy for Matt to chime in. I'm going to keep this over here, and I want to see how good Matt's Pathfinder lore is and stack it up. And we're going to give it a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being it's flawless.
Oh, well, I was just going to do like the basic thing of Gorham is usually seen as effectively as the god of war. He is a big, strong, powerful deity, one of the core deities within Galarian. He's usually worshipped by warriors. A couple of dwarves tend to worship him as well. He's one of the more popular deities within Galarian.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's a solid. I'd say that's a solid 3. That's plenty of information. I would also add that Gorham serves as not only a god of battle, but war and violence itself. Caught in a perpetual cycle between life and death, he also emphasizes his divine presence on the battlefield to those who have fought and those who are dying as well. He does have his own code, and his depiction is that of a suit of armor, or a very heavily armored knight. There is a lot of contestation as to what exactly Gorham happens to be. But yeah, other than that, freaking, you got everything. Well done. So that is what you learn as you are traveling around asking.
Do I know if he comes into town often?
Roll a percentage. I just want to see how often he does come into town.
Percentage 52.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, both Kara and Balsam, please make me another gather information check. This can be a social skill, or it can be a lore check if you have an appropriate lore.
What am I rolling for? You've got this. Never mind.
Oh no,
I critically got
Kara's
this.
has this one in the bag.
Yeah, you critically get it. All right. Turns out, yeah, and he should be in town a little later this week. I was going to say later in the day, and then I was like, no, because then I'm going to destroy this entire chapter of the book if you kill him here. So yeah, he'll be here later this week. He was here yesterday buying some sundry items for his for himself, but that's about it.
So he comes in town every couple of days.
Every week, but yeah, more or less.
But it's not, and it's not clockwork. It's more random, is it?
When he needs stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Do we get a sense of who he is from the people, like how the people see him?
Sure. You see a lot of people think of him quite fondly. Some people think he is quite a tough cookie to crack. Like he doesn't have too many like close friends. He doesn't have a family, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think you kind of learn that this guy is also kind of, he's not what you'd expect from like a revolutionary.
Okay, sorry. Real point is real quick, excuse me. Just to clarify
Real's
for
not
my
here. We
brain
don't have
here.
to worry about it.
Uh, um, you said the guy we're talking to is his neighbor.
Yeah.
Would that not indicate that he lives and goes to sleep
Sorry, neighbor.
like every night in town?
Sorry, not neighbor is in person who lives next door. Neighbor is in a person who lives,
In the community.
In the community,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what is his actual position within the fortress? Like, what does he do?
What is his position? Good question.
Yeah, so and he's a lieutenant to some degree, but does he have any major roles or anything like that?
He is.
Matt is clearly our note taker. I don't know if you guys have noticed this.
He's a general. That's
Oh,
kind
a
of,
general.
yeah, that's kind of it. He is a general. They are saying he's preparing his forces to wage war against Trollheim, which is the capital city in the kingdom of Hagreach in the land of the Gnome Kings.
So general preparing against Hagheim, was that what it's called?
Yeah.
I heard.
Wonderful.
That's not what I heard at all. Man.
Oh, it's sorry. It's
I wrote Trollheim, so.
Trollheim, yep. In Hagreach. Yep, Trollheim in Hagreach.
I like this music.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's very good. Did you want any additional information, or is that about it for now?
I was saying unless we could learn what this boon is, but it doesn't seem something we're going to learn through talking. We're gonna have to learn it by facing it, I imagine. But if he's not gonna be out of that hold until the end of the week, it seems like that's gonna have to be our backup plan. So.
Oh, we can talk about this later. Well, I'm getting a little bit hungry, and it is a little bit chilly out here. How about we go find some soup places?
We do have that dinner reservation.
Yeah. We have a dinner reservation. Thank you.
All right. The neighbor sort of. Oh, okay. Bye.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Oh, sorry, my friend. How rude of me.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, well, okay. Still, thank you, my friend. We'll talk to you later.
Farewell. Yeah, they wave. I'm not giving this guy a personality. He does not have a place in this realm. I'm just, yep. He's giving you his thing.
No, I want to know his entire
What is your name
family
and backstory, sir?
Shh, name and backstory now. And I want a last name and a colorful history. Otherwise, I'm going to kill this child. What child? Exactly. What's this child's name and what's their backstory?
Who are they related to? Who are they related to?
Is anyone missing a child? All right. Good. As you as you gather this information, as you guys have gathered this information, you begin to make your way to your rendezvous meeting points to share your gathered information. You've learned that there's potentially a battle being mounted or being waged. You've also learned that well, at least you have, should I say, a job to potentially go and bring supplies into the fortress.
Dag, what are you yelling at? Yelling.
I know, sorry, my bad. In my defense, I was up at 6 in the morning.
Gross.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you young
All the
people.
information. Looking at all the information we have, my friends, I might be able to think what you're thinking, my friend Carl. Would you mind if I kind of?
Oh no, this I have to see.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. After all we have, right? Let me think. You're about to say, Kara, that Kylo Rondak should perhaps use the opportunity to get what the defenses are of the citadel, of the fortress, before we actually infiltrate?
We do still need to know more about the comings, goings, and defenses, yes.
So, tell me if I'm wrong. But you would probably want them to form relationships with the guards at the gate, right?
If that gets the job done.
Question as a player,
Mm.
have we rejoined?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I missed that for some reason. I got
That's okay.
sidetracked.
I made a mention that you guys had rendezvoused where you guys had previously planned in
thank
order
you.
to collaborate
Yeah.
your findings.
Apologies.
That's about as far as I got. Sorry, Kara.
Don't
You're
do-
gonna have to do the rest. I'm
No,
not quite
I
a
enjoy
mind
this.
reader yet.
I enjoy this.
Oh, what
So
about
you-
you, Kylo and Rondak? What do you think about this idea?
Well, we do have the job to help with the delivery to the castle tomorrow, so we should see the gates, the guards, some of the layout for certainly into the receiving areas.
Rondak, are you of the
Gosh.
opinion you could behave yourself long enough?
Of course, I'm great with people. I got this.
Kylu, are you of the opinion that you can successfully, we'll say, monitor Rondak?
I will try and make sure that he doesn't take a bomb out of the bag. That's about all I could try.
Fair.
And he is quick.
And I would say if Nesmith was able to, you said the shipments are mostly food,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
So, I mean, that is also an option for us to fuck with that food as well. That would damage their defenses if everybody's sick.
Do we want to start the attack on the first delivery, or do you want them to start building up trust?
No,
before
yeah,
we
no,
start
not
doing
not right away. Just as a as this is another, because we're definitely coming up with, if this doesn't work, then this, then this, then this, right now.
Well, you say he's coming into town in a few days as well?
By the end of the week, likely, yes.
By the end of the week, perhaps he's susceptible to sniping. We could
Make me look up who
certainly
that would be.
we could certainly scout that, if nothing else. Perhaps not this time, but perhaps the next time.
Well, what if we make friends with him to begin with?
You always want to
That's-
make friends with him. I just want to kill him.
Well, you see, that's the fun part. You make friends with them first, so that way you can get close to them. Close enough for a dagger.
Well, I believe we're always going to disagree on this because I much prefer my bow.
Yeah. But, you've trained with that bow for how many years now? You gotta show off how good you are.
Roughly 90 odd. So
How about we determine the best location and then we figure out how we're going to do it?
Ah, yes, of course. As
Oh.
always, Kara.
Yes, Dag.
Thank you. My name's Dag. I just have a question for my party here. So your plan is in order to learn about, the keep that you're trying to infiltrate. Your plan is to infiltrate the keep, learn what the plan is, and then leave, so that you may infiltrate it later on.
Well,
Am I?
because it's only two of them that can get in at this point, to the best of my understanding.
And
So if they go in and learn
and
more about it,
why is there only two being allowed in?
they're the only two that were like, "Do you need work? We'll work for you," and all that fun shit.
we foolishly didn't ask if he needed 4 more.
Okay, and do you think
I wouldn't say
I was,
foolishly.
I was gonna say, do you think there's a simpler solution to rectifying that problem?
Well, we could go back and ask, I suppose.
Or I'll just show up, be like, "What? They said we could go."
It's true.
You are
We're
slightly
their
bigger than the dwarf.
We're their plus ones.
Well, because right now we know 0 about this place, right? The guards, the comings and goings, the layout, we don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So us going in to do the delivery was to get us some actual on the ground, real life intelligence that we can trust. It's recon.
So it's basically just scoping the place out, not actual full infiltration.
We're gonna do the job. We're gonna see what the division of forces looks like, where they're set up, if there are any roving guards, static guards, where they're at, good places to infiltrate, all that kind of stuff. Where the deliveries go in and out, we'll be able to get the loading and unloading, because we'll be there for that, and we can bring all that back, and that's firsthand knowledge. Now we're not relying on anybody else.
Alternatively, this is a great idea, but also, just a side one, we can always just, make friends with the guard. Bring them back here, have some nice tea and biscuits, show them our sharp knife collection, that sort of thing. Ask them a couple of questions.
Why or?
Oh no, that's a great idea. We should do both. I love making new friends. So what's the plan, Kara?
Me reading Gajavi. GM plans for options A through H. Players make G through K, and then we choose plan X. That's about accurate, yes.
With one slight problem.
Yeah.
And that is, you guys don't plan. You guys all make open-ended statements. And then eventually, at some point or another, someone starts walking forward, traps get triggered, and then plan X is, try to survive whatever Dag does.
Yeah, that about covers it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I was going to say, tomorrow, Kylo and Rondak, well, because I don't obviously want to rope Nesmond and Pietro into it. Kylo and Rondak can go in and get the information that they are able to. Balsam loves everybody and everybody loves him, obviously. So, but the problem is we'd have to find the right guard as well, which runs the risk of a suspicious person, of course. So I think Rondak and Kailu's part is pretty well figured out. It's everybody else's that I'm not sure what the actual plan is.
Well, like I said, I think Rundak and Kailu's part is pretty solid as well. If you want to run with that, we can do so, and then they can come back, tell us, and then we can do the actual planning part. Good?
I mean, because we can also is it like the guards are right outside, or is it's a wall and then a mile and then the hold, and would we be able to also from the outside just look
From the outside,
at when people arrive?
From the outside, you can look, and it doesn't seem like there's any external defenses. what you see is nestled up against the mountain itself is a pretty large, maybe 80-foot single-story building that you see guards coming in and out of either one of two ingress points. Beyond that, you do not have a layout of the place, and you do not know where you're going from there. Yeah, it looks really small.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to recommend out of character here. Again, we know Rondek and Kylo are set. But what if the rest of the four of us, we essentially take shifts watching the comings and goings. And then if push comes to shove, we know where to go to get guard uniforms to try to just walk our happy asses in if walking in as merchants later on doesn't pan out.
Sounds good. Let's do that.
All right. Make a I guess let's make a perception check as you gather around to kind of like scout the fortress first.
Poorly for me.
Gee. Even poorer.
Jesus.
All right. Sorry. Stealth and survival, architecture lore, scouting lore, and warfare lore are also on the table here.
I think I'll just stick with perception, please. Yeah, I'm happy with perception.
Sure. A 30 is the DC, so that is
On the nose.
on the nose for one of the points. So
I
here's
gotta
what
see
you
this.
learn.
Hold on. Sorry. Did you say? No, no.
I'm
Did
so
you
mad
say
at this.
survival? Oh, no.
You can do
forget
survival.
It. It's just, no, forget it. It's worse. Unless I get a better roll. I may need to burn another hero.
Oh, there we go. Rondak got it.
So Rondak understands what's going on. I'm just
Okay.
carrying boxes.
Yeah, you and I suck. The other two have got it.
I'm
Alright.
a very sneaky
Can I-
hobgoblin.
Can I get Rondak and who else passed?
Balsam.
Balsam. Rondak and Balsam. Can I get you both to make me a D6 roll, please? Okay, Rondak. Out on the tundra, a massive pair of polar bear-like creatures with too many legs and wide arcs in front of them guards the front entrance. They remain hidden for the most part, but you have noticed them. If you want to know what they are specifically, you can make a nature check or recall knowledge in order to try and identify them. But that seems to be why there aren't too many guards out the front. Likely, they are capitalizing on the hunting grounds of these creatures that you know absolutely nothing about. All right.
Correct. I don't do nature, apparently.
No. Balsam, groups of 3 soldiers patrol the fortress, each wearing white fur under heavy plate and carrying great swords. All right, and that is what you have learnt from your observation this day.
Sweet.
I will pass on to the group. There's something, some weird creatures. They look like bears, but they're way too many legs. Couldn't tell you what the hell they're called. They blend in pretty well out there at the front, but they are clearly guarding the entrance.
Question tag: is this on our assistance trip in, or is this additional scouting?
This is just your observation, so you haven't gone in
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So thanks.
Okay. Infiltrating the next morning. Our heroes are up at 3 a.m. It is very, very tiring. I need both Kailu and Rondak for you guys to make me a fortitude save as you rouse yourself awake.
Fortitude save. Well, it's slightly better.
Nice. All right, you're both fine. As you make your way to the agreed meeting place, you aren't seen by the dwarf you spoke to yesterday, but instead a foreman who simply gives you a sheet with a list of things to keep track of. So when you load them onto the cart, you need to track down the number that is on the side of the wagon, or the side of the stuff you're taking, and then load it in. Then when you unload it, you need to check and sign off to make sure everything that is unloaded was stuff that was put on here. Crate after crate, box after box begins to go in. As you work hard, you are ready to leave. And at this point, I will ask you guys to keep track of your character's infiltration point. Now, presently, with your pre-infiltration stuff, you guys will get a +3 bonus. One bonus came from coming up with a plan to sneak in. The second bonus came from the information gathering that you did to learn about the general. And the last one is because you've just managed to get your first infiltration point. All right. So this is just the two of you. Awesome. Alright, the wagon eventually comes to a halt. As entering the crown hold, you are pulled slightly to the right of the main entrance. There you can see a number of individuals working hard. As you arrive, they all stop, leave their seats, and immediately come in your direction to unload the wagon.
So they are unloaded at the gate.
Yeah.
Sorry, the map didn't load for me.
No, I got it.
Okay.
It's just utter darkness at the moment.
Okay, I feel better. See my character. Oh, look. There we go.
Are the people inside that are doing the unloading, are these also guards, or are these somebody else?
Somebody else.
Okay. Are there guards in here that we can take note of as well?
Not presently. Now I believe, I believe it's Kailu and Balsam. No, Rondak that are here. Sorry.
Rondak.
Yep.
I put the wrong model there. I'll put Balsam there. Rondak. Here you go. Done. Okay. You are barked orders and are told to unload, and you begin to do so. As you look around, you can see that there is only a single door leading north outwards. But, as I mentioned, when you entered, there was another set of double doors on the other side of the compound.
Okay, and for clarity, we were told to record what came off the cart. Are we supposed to record where it went? Or that me just being a busy beaver so that I have an excuse to look further? You're muted.
Well, everything is in this storeroom here, so there isn't really much
Okay.
call to go other places. If you want to, you may, however, try to stealth, or Rondak can make a distraction. Where's
see
the
what's through the door.
kaboom?
Yeah.
I say I can
No.
do either one. I'm sneaky,
No
or I can blow
kabooms.
things up. Whatever you want.
Kara told us to behave ourselves.
If there are no
Fine.
witnesses,
I can either sneak, or I can tell them I gotta pee.
I want to do that too. But should we take a look through the? So we're in the room. There's no. There was nobody else in with us.
No, there's quite a few people. Like I said, there's about half dozen other workers plus the foreman who is busy, again, keeping track of the paperwork and keeping track of things as they go.
Okay. Do we want to take a look through the door? Let us stealth over to the door.
That's not the door. The door is over here.
No, that door over there.
Yeah, sweet. Make a
That's what I
stealth
was
check.
trying to get to.
All right. Yep. Sorry. No, that's okay. I'll free your character so you can move them. All right. I need a stealth check from Kailu and Rondak.
Well,
All right. You
still not
managed to
good.
stealth quietly. Beyond, you see what looks to be a bedroom. It is unoccupied.
okay.
And it has all these beds in it? Like it's like a barracks type area where
Yeah.
multiple people would sleep?
Yep.
All right, cool.
You can also see there's a couple of foot lockers at the base of each of these beds.
All right, makes sense. Rondak is gonna go ahead and whisper to Kylo real quick. If somebody catches us, just say we had to pee and we're looking for the bathroom.
Got it. The old P.
It's important to get your story straight, just in case.
Yep.
All right. This large room feels cramped thanks to the multiple beds that you've seen. The space is almost a maze that runs between these different areas of bedding for the people who work here. Each bunk has 3 built-in lockers with a ladder leading up to a bunk atop. As you approach, you can't help but notice, like, the beds aren't made, again, the treasure chests just remain locked. It seems very odd that that everyone would be this slovenly. You're telling me that, like, there's not one person who knows how to tidy their bed?
Right? Seems like they lack discipline here. Is there any sort of like gear or anything else that we can see around the area?
Yeah, actually. And you don't even need to make perception checks for this, because you hear the sounds of footsteps coming in your direction. Also, by the way, there is a very large staircase leading down into, like, what might be a basement area. This stairs right here.
Yeah.
All right, footsteps are approaching. What do you do?
Step back into the. There's somebody coming.
Yeah, I would say slide back into the room we were in before, probably, right?
Yep.
Blend back in with the crew.
Nice. The doors swing open just as you close the door, and you hear this, like, raucous laughter. 2 soldiers are just bonding and said, "Yeah, no, I can't believe I forgot my my short bow. It's, like, I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached to me." Searches under one of the beds, grabs his bow, and then heads out. They talk about just random stuff. They're just not, they're not they're not on a hunt or anything like that. And they keep going. Thankfully, the good thing about an upturned room is you don't need to upturn it in order to do stuff. You don't have to put it all back the way it was. It's like, nah, this place was a pretty shitty place. Anyway, so. All right. Anything else
So they're gone again.
They are gone again. You hear their footsteps. They leave out of the door here.
And that's where they came from too, right? So they came through those doors, got what they needed, and left.
They came up the stairs, I think.
These guys came up the stairs.
Okay, cool.
Shall we take another look? I don't hear them now.
Yeah, you can take another look if you'd like.
Yeah, might as
Why
well.
not? Did you say that the lockers were locked or unlocked?
You haven't checked.
Okay.
Do you wish to look?
Wish to look.
Wonderful. As you look, Rondak, you find inside one of the lockers a magic locket. This locket provides the ability to gaze into the future, specifically 6 seconds into the future. Inside is a lock of hair that is tied to it. As you have received and taken from this lockbox a very powerful, cherished gift.
Very nice.
Nice.
I like that.
Attached to it is an inscription that says, "Because any avenue that I see my future, I see you with me as well."
All right. Sorry, I was taking all the notes, so I got all the details. Rondak is going to go ahead and pocket that. He's going to put it in one of his pouches for now. Actually, you know what? No, he's gonna go ahead and put it on and put it down underneath his shirt, so it's tucked away, but he's wearing it.
Mm-hmm. Done.
So this, just out of character, just from my knowledge, the 6 seconds into the future thing, is that triggered by certain events? Will it do it on its own, or is there something that I have to figure out that I need to do to use it?
So I'm going to use this very similar to the investigator ability, where I'll allow you to roll a dice and use it as your next D20.
Okay.
So do you know what you've got?
Yeah. Would he know what this is?
I'd say that you guys would need to investigate it a little bit, but make note of it just so we don't forget.
Yeah. It looks very fancy, so that's why Rondak's going to keep it, and he's going to put it on because it looks special. So he's going to go ahead and just hold on to it.
Okay. Do you want to take a look down the stairs? I'll take a look through the doors. But I don't think we should go far. Like this, the point here is to really just figure out ins and outs, certainly not to get caught.
Right. Yeah. Just take a quick look. I'm not going to go down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. As you take a quick peek what's down the stairs, you do see that the facility is a lot larger and is multiple stories that's been built underground. This is likely where, if you were to go down underground, this is kind of where the castle is. Imagine like if someone, instead of building a rampart and a castle and a tower, they've gone the other way. That is what you've seen as you head downwards a little bit.
All right. Are there any guards or anything visible down there as well in that area?
We'll come back to that, mostly next week,
Okay.
but because we are at time. But
Right.
now meanwhile, on the cliffside overlooking the keep, we have Balsam and Kara awaiting word back. When from behind, you hear a voice. Balsam? Balsam, is that you? You have no idea who this guy is. He does look vaguely familiar, but you've still got no clue. It is you. I'd recognize.
It's
that
great
mask
to
anyway.
see.
Yeah, how are you? Oh my god! Like,
How about yourself? I haven't
I'm-
seen you since
I'm doing so good since yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, no, time flies, right? Like, and who's your friend?
She's a traveling companion of mine. We've been traveling up here around the north to explore new. You know what I'm like, right? I like exploring new places. I like seeing new things. This is my friend Kara. Kara, this is an old friend of mine.
Kara will look at this friend, I air quoted that you can't see it, expectantly, as though they are about to give their name, perhaps.
I don't. Balsam doesn't.
Honestly, like he doesn't have any weapons. He's not wearing any armor. He's just some guy. Almost like he's just literally just some guy you bumped into, were really friendly with, and then like he was just a no-name NPC.
Well, this can go in a variety of different directions, Sag.
Right, because
How
I
do you
can
wanna
I can
play
turn
this?
to you and be like, Balsam, what the fuck is he talking about?
Like, yeah, you remember it was at that job, and you were all like, "Hey, can I borrow your hat?" And I was like, "Sure, you can borrow my hat." And then the guards were chasing you, and then I went to get my hat back, and you were all like, "Don't tell anyone that I was, that I kill people for a living, otherwise I'm gonna kill you." And oh, hang on. Well, I mean,
Now, Adam.
I mean, I'm not telling anyone. I mean, I feel like
You just told me.
Adam, that's a long story, my friend, and you just blurted it out.
but I mean, it doesn't count if it's to you, right?
Are there witnesses?
No, there
Jack,
are
I
no
need to know if there's
witnesses.
witnesses.
There are no witnesses here. There's just you and Balsam. So I mean, if you want to count you as a witness,
Now, Adam, Balsam makes his way over. Like kind of places his hands over
he
the
kind
top
of
Adam's
steps a little bit back, realizing stuff, and he's like, "Oh, would you look at that?"
Adam,
Yeah,
my friend, Adam,
Oh my God. Yeah. Hi.
Adam. I'm very curious. I'm very curious.
Are you? I'm very, very not curious. I don't need to know anything. I can't see anything right now. In fact, I've been blind this whole time. Who are you again?
Adam, can
Son of
I
a
ask what you're doing up here so far north?
I live like not too far away. I'm actually heading to the land of the Lindholm Kings. It's just over that way.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you have an opportunity to prove yourself, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I prove
yeah.
myself by potentially going home to my wife and child?
Oh no, absolutely. You will definitely go home to your wife and children. Don't you fret. Like I'm gonna make sure that happens. I'm just curious. How long have you been in this area?
Oh, not long. I mean, a few days maybe.
Okay. Well, you see, I'm in a bit of a predicament.
Are you? I'd say it's snow, but sure.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a predicament. Now,
Hmm?
me and my friend here, that you've spilled all the beans to, which is a whole conversation I'm going to have later. Thank you for that, by the way.
But I thought that they were your friend. I thought they'd know. I mean.
He said traveling companion.
I said traveling companion.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, I thought you just said friend.
So I'm gonna have to deal with that a little bit
Oh.
later.
Oh, okay.
But you, my friend, you now owe me
So you called
something.
me friend now.
Yes, I did.
Wait,
Because you owe me something now.
Oh, do I? Oh no. Here. He grabs a big thing of coins and like says, I'm
No. You
Oh
know
my
what
God.
I'm like. The appeal of gold doesn't know. You know what I would like?
would like to let me off with a warning.
I would like to make friends with a guard here at this fortress.
A guard?
A guard.
Oh, gee, I don't know. I've only just arrived in town. I don't really know too
So
many.
that means it's a great opportunity for you to make some friends, isn't it?
I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I think I will.
I just need you to slowly turn him so I can walk up behind him and stab him in the back.
Yeah, we could absolutely do that if you like. I mean, Belson will feel a bit bad about it, but you can do that if you like.
I mean, do you trust this guy is not going to say anything? Because I don't trust him, because he just fucking blurted it out to me.
So, Adam, why don't we go? Why don't we go? Why don't you go back to home to your beautiful wife,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
fantastic children,
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
and why don't you go make friends with a member of the guard? Don't tell them anything too special. Just branch out, make some friends, and let me know about this friend. And next time you hang out together, let me know so I can go meet your new friend as well.
Okay. Yeah.
You can do that, right, my friend?
Yeah. Of course I can do that. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Thank you. I won't. Yeah. Yeah. No. Well, it was good to see you again, stranger I've never met before. All right. And he looks over at Kara. All right. And nice to. He kind of turns and he walks off. He tries to like do so surreptitiously. Kara, do you do anything?
You keep using that word, and sorry, I don't know what that word means.
Surreptitious? Surreptitious is
Yeah.
like, it's like being, it's like pretending like there's nothing wrong and moving in a manner that is very natural. So they're moving very subtly. They're moving in a way that isn't easily noticed because it is very casual. Surreptitious could also be used satirically, which it usually is in this case, where it's like, when someone walks away, it's like,
Yeah.
that would be walking away surreptitiously.
I imagine he has to walk past me.
No, but he's got his back to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him in it. Well, I'm going to try to put my
You
hand
stab.
over his mouth and then
He
stab him
is
in it.
literally a level 1 blunt. Okay, you can roll and crit him if you like, but you absolutely murder him. As you reach down with your blade and you stab him, he goes.
Any other friends I should know about, Balsam?
As he collapses, one thing falls out of his pocket, and it is a pendant to Gorum. And without realizing it, Kara has saved the day.
Yay!
Yeah, I got through all of the frickin' plot twist cards.
Is he even still here?
No, he died.
School eye.
Oh, maybe he died. I don't know. But either way, I did it, okay? He paid me the money, and I did it. I have all plot twist cards. They were all done. And just to clarify, because now we are going to end our game today, but to clarify, I had 4 of these fucking things, okay? The first one was frickin', where is it? Where did it go? Son of a bitch. Revelation, right? So Kylo had the revelation that in a god town you could sneak in and steal one of the god's uniforms and the like. So that was the revelation. You guys were given this revelation of free information that you guys utilized. Then we did collective memory, where on the way into town, you guys thought about your favorite element of assassinations. Rondak found the cherished gift in the god's bunker, and Kara stopped the guy who was actually a worshiper of Gorum, who was only in town as part of a pilgrimage to go and see Ordov. And you managed to kill him before he was literally going to run to him and let him know that there are Red Mantis assassins in town. So, well done. I was this close. I almost got away with it by having him be too nice and too naive, but you got him. You got him good. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for listening. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. You'll find me here later on this evening for Gatewalkers, quote unquote. Perhaps we do have some missing people, so we'll need to assess what we're doing this evening. But if you don't catch us for that, we also have games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So go check it out and enjoy yourselves. Before we leave, we have the good old DAG formation, which of course is a way to share good cheer and spirit on the channel. Let's see. For today, I will say this. Oh, you know what? This is something. I'm gonna give this something to. This is something for the ladies. Well, actually, no. It's for the men, but about the ladies. So here's the thing, and it's gonna get weird. So let me get into that. First of all. In life, there are going to be certain privileges that we do not see, certain things that we will never be able to truly understand or truly appreciate. And one thing that I think we do not take enough time as people of the male persuasion is to take the time to appreciate the efforts a woman goes through to live and reside within a patriarchal society. It is very difficult, for example, to go to a library when one is blind and realize that many of the books do not cater to the fact that you cannot see. It is difficult to go and do things like a mountain hike on trails that are forged by people who are able to walk while you have a wheelchair. In just the same way the world was not built for certain people in order to allow them to live easily and comfortably, so too do I feel it is the case when it comes to people of the female persuasion. As men, I think it is a important thing to just bear that weight in mind and always treat the women that you see around you with kindness, respect, and to always be aware that even if you have an opportunity to have that moment of like, aha, I can do this or I can do that or yada yada yada, don't be a dick, you know. Understand that there are certain rights that come through things and that you can just be cool and respectful. Very important. I will say that this lesson comes at a D&D game inspiration when I had a player who decided they wanted to play a female character. Again, something I embrace all the time because I am not gender biased in any kind of way, and then chose to perform that character as a dainty, lovely princess who did not want to go on an adventure, who didn't like getting her nails, kind of chipped, didn't like foul smells, didn't like everything was gross and icky, wanted everyone else to save them, and it was a super trying and offensive stereotype of what I think is a very patriarchal view of women. He was definitely asked to change. And like I said, I don't criticize people on their role play or stuff like that, but there are definitely lines I will absolutely draw for my comfort and for the comfort of my players. That was one of them. So I thought just today's DAG formation, that's what's weighing on my mind, and I want to just spread this out there. Guys, be respectful, be kind, be understanding, and most of all, never forget that some people the world is not built for, and it takes absolutely nothing at all to share that kindness, that understanding, that compassion and empathy with people. So there you go. And yeah, it does apply to every minority marginalized as well. 100% OG. But for today, I am focusing on the people of the female persuasion because, like I said, what happened was like very much a thing that I'm not okay with because I have a lot of female friends who I very greatly respect. And yes, there's that. All right. Thank you very much. Guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. It is a warm, welcoming, and understanding place for all people and all shapes and all sizes. Please enjoy your time here. Be welcomed. Be enjoyed. And wherever you are, whatever you happen to be doing today or during the holidays, I hope that you all do it in the best of spirits. If I do not catch you before the Christmas break or New Year's, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, from us to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!